we sit in silence. We wait for the comments to come in. We are here in Hardanger Open in Lofta, Norway. So for second year in a row, we are here for Hardanger Open 2022. Tomorrow is the day of the super matches. Engin versus John, Vaios versus Vladislavs. We have Niyazi versus Frode Haugland and many more. So yeah,
those are three main
matches, but there are more.
One more is Anna from Sweden,
from Sweden,
from Norway,
yeah,
or from Denmark, or from
versus Erling.
Erling.
She's
Really?
pulling Erling, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
No.
She's pulling Erling.
I just saw that she bring him wine.
Yes. So
probably some
yes,
trying to. And also our teammate Kristaps,
yeah,
world junior champion, 75
European
junior champion,
yeah,
will pull against
national champion
yeah,
Sondre Brekke from Norway.
Yeah. not good choice for the match for Norwegian junior.
For Norwegian junior, yeah, maybe aiming too hard, but maybe he will surprise us. Most likely not.
No.
Yeah, it's very hard to surprise us at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would surprise you tomorrow? Engin?
If Engin gets a lot of things going in the first round, I will not be surprised. If he, he stays here like he usually does, and he goes to the side, and John kind of needs to catch him there, will not be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he pins him, will not be surprised.
In the first round?
Yeah. If it happens later or after, we'll be very surprised.
That you think it's impossible that Engin wins all fight?
It's not impossible, but I think John is clear favorite. I think he has more tools, more options. Plus, like I thought with Engin, and Engin needs to try to destroy you. When he goes enigma of range, that's what we need. If he comes in like because he's the biggest fan of John Brzenk forever, and you can go on forums and read about it. You can talk to him, and he will tell all about it, who he's inspired for. And it's very hard.
We all are.
Yeah, but I think he's on different level. So this is why I keep losing to Giannis.
Good for me.
Good for you, yeah.
I saw John today, and he looks as fit and as big and as healthy as ever, and our arms are thick, and he looks good. He looks good. Like John, I remember from last 10 years or so, and that's impressive. And
yeah, he looks good. He looks like John Brzenk does.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited what happens, what he will do next.
But like you said, I also will not be surprised if we will see first round that Engin are able to. I don't know if take John's hand, but he could be in control with rotator and maybe even over John.
Yeah. I think you will see such a smile on Engin's face if he gets it. If he can get there, he'll be so happy.
Yeah,
he will be so happy with it. So he knows he's not 100%.
Who is?
Yeah.
At the age of 55, 58 or 100%. But anyway, that's like I said yesterday. We were in live stream. That's a fight which deserves glory and full stadiums and all respect and attention from fan of arm wrestlings. Definitely, not because it's just two great arm wrestling legends together here in Norway, fighting each other, and result is important. Result is always important, but more important that
that the match happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what Giannis is trying to say is get the pay-per-view. So this will be only on pay-per-view. Link is in description. So it's on Facebook Live. So they're doing it here. They have like a crew with production. Me and Giannis will be doing the commentary. I'm gonna do the announcing. I'm now fighting for my rights to be able to wear the shirt that Niels likes so much.
Belt and shirt combo.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the court with that, but if that's possible, it will happen. So tomorrow, 4:30 Norway time. That is +1 or something like that. You know, you have to check what time is it now?
It's 10:40.
10:40.
Yeah.
10:40 p.m.
10:40 here.
Yeah, 10:40 p.m. So pretty much 6 hours back, we'll start the event. It's a lot of super matches, a lot of interesting. Vlad and Vaios is
Vlad and Vaios. Those who don't remember or haven't seen, check out 2018
the start of 2018
in Sweden, Stockholm.
Yeah.
Vaios and Vlad they fight, and that was not emotionally, but of this energy,
so
and,
much energy,
and that attitude from athletes. It was incredible. They both came to table ready.
Until then, like event was
kind of calm.
Yeah, very calm. And the first round, and Vaios just explodes and Vlad explodes. It was just crazy. This was awesome. So we're expecting that to happen again.
And I think it will be the same or even more.
We're sitting and they're both super calm. We're like, guys, it's up to you to make good matches. Vlad looks at Vaios like, okay. Vaios like, let's do this. And they will 110% do it. They will go so crazy. It's gonna be one of the best matches for sure.
It's
hard.
4 years now. After.
Yeah.
I think they both are stronger and better now.
Yeah.
Stronger
Vaios will be
sure.
like Vaios will compete day after in a tournament as well. At least he hopes that he will.
You will see, yeah.
And he will be way bigger. Vlad is about 85, maybe less.
Not less.
Yeah, maybe 85, 86.
He said he was 86 or around in last training when we
today he looked terrible. So
terrible.
he came from working 24-hour shift. And,
he looks tired.
Yeah, he looked very not terrible. Yeah, but he was so white then we slept for 2 flights. He looks good. Not bad. He will sleep for whole day. Should be good.
That's okay for Vlad.
Yeah, so that's another match you should be looking forward to. That I think that will be because they're pulling both arms. So how they will fit it in the schedule, I don't know yet.
Yeah, in Stockholm it was 3-2
with right arm and 3-0 with left arm for Vaios. 3-2 Vlad won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and even the 3-0, it wasn't one sided for sure. It was a war.
It was really good match. I'm very excited for that. I want to see
like our friend Sandra would say,
oh boy, I'm so excited. Oh boy. Another one of those 3 big matches is Niyazi Kurt coming back. So facing Frode Haugland. If you ask average fan, someone who doesn't know, they will say like Frode destroys.
Frode is known as a great super match fighter, great endurance athlete who can pull for long, and there is not so often when Frode are losing in a super fights, and you pulled him. Probably it's last time.
Yeah, we were here.
It's in August. You and Frode in August last year. It was 3-0.
No, it was 6-0 with left, and it was 4-2 with right.
4-2.
Oh no, I think 4-6-0. I think 6-0. Yeah, start.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so too. Who will win?
I think at the end Frode will be able to win because of his endurance, if he can stop. But Niyazi Kurt, He still looks good. He was really big when he met him now. His hand felt really, really solid. He's known for a great top roll, and he's very like watching back in the day. He had long matches all the time. He had long matches.
You have seen
From
Kurt on table?
Only from practices and from the videos that I could found, but I have never seen him in action because he stopped 11 years ago. I wasn't born 11 years ago. Okay, so you remember? You can tell more.
Yeah, of course. I still remember Kurt on table very, very well, and he was incredible in the end of 90s and the beginning of 2000, and I have seen many great wins and also great fights from him, and I remember him winning first Europeans I competed in 99, and he won 80 or 85, 80 kilo class, and I remember 2001 European Championship, he and Zamula Sario having 45-minute match in the second round with other great Russians and Ukrainians and like Semerenko and Anthoulis in the class, and in the second round Kurt Niyazi and Zambulat both were one of favorites for winning a title, and they killed each other in the first round. And for me, it's in English nostalgia or nostalgia, like I'm remembering those old golds and still believing in them. But I think Kurt has every chance of winning this fight, and I will be very surprised if Kurt will not dominate for beginning of fight.
Yeah.
I don't know how it will be at end, but for beginning, I believe Kurt will dominate. He will have control, he will have a hand, he will have rotator, everything. His top roll abilities 10 years ago, 20 years ago was incredible. He was able almost to take every arm wrestler's hand and in his weight class. And of course, it's many years later, but I still believe, and I saw Kurt on practice table in Istanbul just 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I saw that he's still capable of surprising us. And I actually believe that Frode will be in really bad position. That Kurt will take his hand, Kurt will take his pronator, and the question is, can he pin him?
Can he finish? Yeah.
And finish, or Frode are able to fight back from this position?
I will think that Frode will be able
because
to
Kurt will put him in the worst position possible.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
He will take that hand.
Yeah.
It will not be like I don't see any inside game or anything else for beginning. It will be top roll from Kurt Niyazi, and Frode will be in a dead wrist or at least strike wrist defensive position or losing position, trying to do something. But he's used to pulling this position, that's as well. But I think Kurt will win at the end.
Okay, I think Frode will win it then. So
yeah, like I said, it's of course it could be because of
Janis just don't like Frode.
Of all you know. You still believe that arm wrestlers who were great at 99 are still good, but Kurt is great.
Janis is very old, so. But I think it's going to be exciting. I think a lot of people will be surprised, especially those who don't know. So we again encourage everyone to get the pay-per-view, support this event. This is, I think they're making this will be the biggest event that Norway has ever had. At least on tomorrow it's pay-per-view and super matches, and day after it's tournament. So they have 3 or 4 tables, a lot of referees. We have referees from Latvia. We have one guy, Jan Sungurs. He's in the chat now. He will compete in 100 kilo class. Jans will compete most likely.
We'll see.
I will compete. Maybe Kristaps with the other hand, or we'll see. So we will figure it out.
Is here.
He will referee, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
If Vlad will have easy day, he could compete. But I don't think it will happen.
Yeah. But Vlad, even if he would have a terrible day, he would go to 90 and yeah, and still doesn't matter. We'll have it easy there. But we will see. We'll figure it out, and most likely, few Latvians will compete in the tournament, and at least 4 will
So
referee.
in tournament, very possibly we'll see 80 kilo class Latvia in first place. First place.
90.
Yeah, just imagine, but yeah, it was like this last time.
It was like this last time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vlad will pull both arms, someone asked, and he will pull both arms with Vaios. That's gonna be epic. Yeah. Is there any questions? Boys, get 2 points of beer. You might need to add 10 euros. Norway expensive. Norway is very expensive. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we were in Malta just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before 4 weeks ago we were in Turkey, in Istanbul, and in Istanbul we pay for water 2 liras.
Yeah.
It's like 11 euro cents.
Yeah.
And here water is in a hotel
euros.
like or some 50 kronas or something. It's 5 euros. So
5 euros.
it's just
5,000% increase for
it's
us.
just 100 times more than in Turkey. Yeah. So
yeah, send more super chats.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's Norway, and
Yeah, we'll get tomorrow with Engin and John. Maybe get both of them on video and just talk about the event before.
Should we talk with Vaios and Vlad as well?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
In Russian and in Swedish or what?
Yeah.
Vlad speaks little English.
More drunk he is.
Yeah.
Little Rakia helps everyone, as you know.
Yeah.
If you didn't think Sasha can speak English, he can. So and yeah, what is else? In 2 days it's not arm wrestling, but it's Eddie versus Thor. Yanis?
Yeah, I said already yesterday that what I have seen, and I haven't seen much from Eddie Hall, but I have seen not quite a lot, but I have seen few fights from Thor, and he's moving well. He's moving good. He's breathing good. For a strongman, he looks good. I'm not saying he's moving like a boxer, but he's moving good for not really like for a professional boxer. So I don't know if Eddie is able to do the same. I don't know. And I also have seen Thor fighting not only 1 round, but I have seen Thor fighting 3, 4, or even it was 5 round fight, and they both are huge men, and I don't think it will go any distance and go for.
I hope someone gets knocked out.
There are so much power, there are so much strength in that. But it should be.
But if no one lands and they're both kind of
playing
it safe, I think Eddie is gonna come in so aggressive.
I don't think it's any theater drama before. It's.
I just hope they will let someone get knocked out, not like when Devon was fighting. When they're like, stop, and Devon was like, my face is still nice. Come on, more.
Devon thinks he felt like he was ready for more. That he was not. But yeah, that's.
We're boxing fans now as well, or strongman fans.
It's strange in sport that lately in many sports we see more those freak shows than the real athletes, and sometimes those freak shows get more spectators and more.
They always get more. Than the real best guys.
Yeah, that's the thing. Tomorrow we will have two of all-time greatest arm wrestlers, Engin Terzi and John Brzenk, and question. Can this fight get same audience as probably two? But Okay, freak show. I don't want to say that some strongman is freak, but very possible that if some strongman and some actor or someone else would pull, they would get much more audience than this fight. But it is how it is. Also, it's great that we can get
Any audience.
but also it's good that we can get sometimes or lately more well-known people in other sport disciplines competing in arm wrestling.
Yeah. Something that was back in the not back in the day, but a few years ago, people were scared to go on arm wrestling table because they thought they're gonna break their arms, they're gonna get injured. Yeah.
They will.
They will eventually.
It's a combat sport.
Yeah,
you have to be ready for.
But now they're like, okay, I can try this, and it looks pretty safe. Because back in the day, everyone thought it's really, really dangerous. It's really, really dangerous to face Giannis, but
to face in a combat sport.
In a combat sport.
Hmm.
Arm wrestling is a combat sport or strength sport? Yes.
Both.
Which more?
Strength.
Strength?
It's not a martial art.
It's not a martial art.
It's strength for generally it's strength sport, but
is it? But really, is it?
Yeah.
Because if we have some great strong people that are really strong everywhere, and they get on arm wrestling table with someone who's weaker than them, and they dismantle them because they're not strong in the right places. Being strong in the right place means you have better technique, means that is combat part. Technique isn't strength part. Wouldn't it be?
You just said that they are not strong enough in right places.
Right places, exactly. But to become strong in the right place, you need technique.
To get stronger in those right places.
Yeah, no.
You need to get stronger.
But then strength is kind of, where do we put what is strength? Strength in the right places?
Ability to move heavy objects. That's the strength. No, it's you need to get stronger. But just the question is in what muscle groups, what angles, what positions you are strong.
The wrong ones.
Always. Always. Of course, it's combat sport as well. But if you are strong in all directions, all angles, all positions, you can be as smart and technical, but you will not find any angle where to beat your opponent. But what gives you technique? Technique gives you that possibility that you will find some of or at least one of positions where you are stronger than your opponent. You can try to go, I don't know, back pressure, side pressure, triceps press, try to curl wrist, try to get an opponent's pronator, wrist or hand or anything, or arm, and you find that in one link he's weaker than you are, and you use it. But if he's stronger everywhere, you beat him. So it's strength sport.
It's strength when you know where to apply it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
it is combat. You know what always kind of is weird when someone says like, I'm stronger, but he's like, what do you mean you're stronger? We can always like say like, well, I'm stronger. You're clearly, if you lost, you're not stronger.
I lost, but I'm stronger in the hook.
Yeah. Well, I'm stronger not letting you get in the hook. Yeah. Well, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So strength is relative, just like time.
It is so. In arm wrestling, it's strange, but result is what matters. And about if you talk about results,
but isn't like the best part to lift heavy weights and just post them on Instagram, and then just people think you're strong without winning any titles.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best.
I got a comment in Instagram a few months ago that I did some training video. I don't remember what it was, some bicep or side press or something, and comment was that I need to put that dumbbell down really low, so it makes him imagination that it's really heavy, that people believe or understand, or for them it seems that it's heavier than it is.
Okay.
And I ask why?
Why?
Why should I put down it much louder? And but that's a part of Instagram or social media to make people believe what is or what is not really true.
Yeah. People judge you by one thing they see, and they don't need anything else. And they will judge arm wrestlers by one thing they see. They will see someone lifting something heavy, and they're like, "Well, this guy should be fighting Levan."
Yeah.
You know, out of look, yeah, he should be straight away. So we live in a weird place. What can I say? But yeah, don't worry about it. If you're arm wrestler, just keep going. Don't think about what anyone else thinks. It's very important. Hit the like. Hit the like. Smash the like button.
What would I want to say?
Yes.
I want to say that tomorrow will be big day for arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And big day for arm wrestling is not only tomorrow, it's almost every day.
So pretty much what Giannis says doesn't make any sense, doesn't give you anything. It's just like you're not special. You're all special.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what else we can add is that we will go to USA April 23.
Yeah, April 23.
23rd of April.
Yes. You will call me Top Roll King after that trip.
Mm.
Giannis will face Corey Miller. We'll be in Arizona. I will face Artem Taranenko.
We will repeat this in every live stream or every video we do.
Yeah, so you don't forget. But yeah,
next
pretty much
so.
Right now we're trying to figure out what will we be doing. So we would be, if anyone has ideas, some seminars or something, maybe we can from Arizona, because we might go and hang out with John. Problem is John will have a super match week later, so he cannot.
I would prefer some pool party instead of seminar.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to go to Las Vegas. Maybe we can do something in Las Vegas. But yeah, if you're from USA, you're right there. You have an idea.
Pool party in Las Vegas sounds fine for me.
Post a message. Pool party for 7 days straight. We'll just go to Vegas. Giannis doesn't want to go to Vegas. He's like, I've been there. There's nothing to see.
8 times or so.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I haven't been there any, so I still want to see. I will go there. I'm like, oh, city. Let's get out of here. But yeah, we'll do. Maybe we'll fly to another state. We'll figure it out because if we're going there, we're gonna stay at least a week. Because there's at least. So if you have any ideas, figure out something, message us. We are open to ideas. Maybe we don't want to travel to the other coast because everyone's like, hey, you should come to New York or something. Like, dude, too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else? I think that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Jans wants to talk. Can you tell us something to the audience?
About
strength is strength, speed is speed.
Speed is speed, and you get faster by training speed.
How do you train speed, Jans? Can you train speed?
Yes.
What can you train?
There are things you can train, and there are things you can train.
But you said
it's the same smart answer as before.
Yeah.
But if you want specific, then of course there are some which are genetically
gifted
or genetically noted.
Set
things, and there are things you can improve and train, and in arm wrestling. Speed, it's one movement speed, and it's against strength, and if you do same movement, what's a formula for
10,000.
explosivity
For explosivity,
or for
mass times speed.
yeah, you have learned physics in school. Exactly. So you have to improve in one, or in movement speed, or in same, you do the movement same as fast, but you do it with a more strength, or you do movement with same strength, but you do it faster, and any of this will improve your explosiveness or theoretically outcome. So again, first suggestion, get stronger.
First suggestion. Yes.
Yeah, but if we talk about, we can say one is reaction speed, then is muscle contraction speed, then is overall coordination, or how good you connect your muscles to do this complicated movement in arm wrestling. And reaction time you can train till some limit, but at some point of age or at some time we are getting slower, everyone. Theoretically, after the age of 25, 27, we are not getting better reaction time, and it's normal that at average by every 10 years we are losing about 10-50% of our reaction speed. Muscle contraction time, that's a thing which is almost impossible to train. That's how fast your signal from brain gets till arm till muscle. But we can improve muscle internal coordination. That's a thing we can improve, and that's theoretically it's practice arm wrestling table time where we get used to this specific action. And general explosiveness help with specific explosiveness. So first of all, if you are general explosive, if you can jump 3 meters from stance, or you can do some sprinting well, run at, I don't know, 10 or 10.5 seconds 100 meter, or at least 11, it's a good chance that you will be explosive in any sport. And if you have good general explosiveness, it's much easier to build good specific explosiveness. And one more thing, of course, is your arms, your tissue, your soft tissue, your bone, your muscles should be ready for this heat and stress, because very often you could be explosive, but just your structure is not ready for this heat.
Yeah.
And also your technique, your form will not be perfect or good anymore if you do it fast. Many are struggling to do complicated movement slowly, correctly.
Yeah.
How can they do this movement fast, correctly?
Yeah.
What's the conclusion? Get stronger.
First is getting stronger, for sure. Second is coordination, so knowing what you're going to do and pretty much knowing exactly what you're going to do. So when you know what you're going to do, your body can react faster. If you're kind of worried about all those things, there are some moves in arm wrestling that are faster than the others. Like press is way faster because you're just coming straight down. So
you're
the
just closer to the
yeah,
pin.
you're closer to the pin pad. But some people are way more explosive than others. You can prepare yourself for ready goes. You know, I have done that. So sometimes I'll look pretty explosive, and I'm not. I'm really not. I just got stronger and just got better at what I'm doing. But you can kind of combat those things by being stronger in most positions. So
And third, because you like many experts say that firstly
firstly stronger, second reaction time, third coordination.
And for your structure should be prepared for.
Of course, you should practice what you do at least, because you know if you hit it and it's like glass breaking, just goes there. Boys, I think elite judo players would be the best sport transition into arm wrestling. Thoughts? They most certainly would have turning and all those things, but it comes down if you have learned one thing, techniques about doing one thing, it's very hard to reteach yourself to do another thing. It doesn't matter pretty much from what sport you come into arm wrestling. Some sports will give you better conditioning, but the coordination is where you need to put it down. We see a lot of guys that comes in with potential and they just cannot get the coordination down. So
same with every physical ability. Generally, well coordinated people will do better in arm wrestling as well, because he will have some advantage over the one who haven't done anything.
There's sad super chat. Hi, I broke my radial bone in my first arm wrestling match and I'm not going to continue because of my job, but I still love arm wrestling and I wish you all the best in this beautiful sport.
Get well soon and
radial bone.
It's
weird.
It's weird. It's not quite often. Most often, if
humerus.
You break something in humerus, it's upper arm. Radial bone is in the forearm. It's radial bone and ulnar bone. There are two bones, and it's not often that we hear about breaks in radial bone, but could be so. Most often it's humerus because of spiral stress for bone. Bone is really strong for any stress which are really vertical. It's strong for pulling movements. It's strong for one angle bending movements, but it's much weaker for spiral movements. Any bone, it doesn't matter. Is it humerus? Is it upper leg, lower leg, some tibia? Lot of fractures happening with spiral movement.
Yeah, those are the most common things usually.
And in arm wrestling, that's the most dangerous as well. To get that movement when you are rotating away from arm and you get this spiral action.
This is why we usually say don't turn away with your shoulder, because that's over rotation, there's way more tension. If you stay inside, you can add, and eventually you're pretty safe.
Yeah, but most important, any tissue gets stronger first of all. That's the first of all. But second, and I would say that's actually first, that any tissue doesn't matter. Soft tissue, hard tissue, bone, and if we're talking about bone, that it's getting stronger. It's getting stronger. It's the density is improving with training, and the places where bone have biggest loads are getting stronger. But it's time. You need a time, and systematic training makes bones stronger, and you very rarely will see any arm breaks for experienced arm wrestlers.
Yeah, it's super rare.
In any sport, the injuries happens, and it could happen, but it's
arm wrestling injuries in pro level happen way less than anyone else. It's way less. It's for exactly like terrible injuries.
In party where the 10 drunk people will try arm wrestle and do. It's very possible we will see some serious injury.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that in a party, that strength level probably is maybe just 10, 20 or 30% of the strength level we see in a high level arm wrestling tournament. But just those athletes are so well prepared, their structure are so well prepared that they are able to handle that stress, that load. Their bones are able, their tissue, the soft tissue, everything is just it's a different level of strength, but also different level of structure who is able to just hold the stress.
So first of all, systematic training.
Yep.
Yeah. And second of all, everything else.
And second of all, get stronger.
Get strong. With systematic training, so we go back to number one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's in the training. It's no other way, in my opinion, than just systematic. What's main principles of training?
Should I answer or something?
Yeah.
You know,
What's main principles of training?
main principles of training. Defining.
First of all, like most important. First, we are back to basic. First, most important. It's stressor and adaptation.
Mhm.
Load and adaptation, and you should make some load or stressor, and after that you will have some adaptation, hopefully. That's main principle of every training. Doesn't matter strength, endurance, or
Sport, yeah.
we need to make some stressor. After that we need to wait for some adaptation, hopefully for some increasement in strength, speed, or any other physical ability. And all others are variation, maybe periodization, maybe some again some systematic or individualizations or generalization.
Yeah.
Those are principles, but
There
the
should-
main principle
Pretty
is
much, there should be a system always. You should follow a plan. You should have a. It should be, like you said, systematic.
yeah,
It cannot be random.
and this stressor and adaptation, it's again it's a plan, it's a system.
Yeah.
If you just make
Yeah.
stressor, you kill yourself.
This is perfect segue. So what I have seen a lot of times is guys will have like gyms just like ours. They have gyms with thousands of handles, not thousands, but tens of handles, different equipment, everything else, and none of those guys are even national champions in their countries. So where it comes, it's the putting all things together. This is where Latvian training system comes in. Link is in description. Find the Patreon project. Go in there and join us there.
Yeah.
But it's true. There's you can be as good as you, like some people are gifted. They will come up. But I will see a lot of guys. They will have like incredible gyms. Like every handle that they can buy. Shitty arm wrestlers. Terrible arm wrestlers. Not winning any championships, any state, anything else.
Not handles or not any machine or equipment will make you champion. It's understanding about sport and about training.
And most likely, if you're not really good straight away, it will take some time. You just need to stick to it. Because a lot of people.
You should ask this question tomorrow to John. What to do if you're not?
He's like, what do you mean?
Yeah. If you're not good, you're not good. That's it.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah,
you should quit.
Yeah.
No, John would not have any opponents if everyone would quit. But there are some guys that will be really good straight away. They don't, pretty much really gifted in the sport. And then there will be a lot of guys that will take a lot of time to develop. And smarter you are, better do you use the training and everything else, faster you can do it, So it took me like 20 years to be decent.
Just
European vice champion.
20 years. So you started from when you were born.
I was -4. I'm 16 now.
Yeah.
I was just hanging by dad's balls.
Is daddy home?
Yeah.
But about this subject. In many years of training experience, I have seen generally we can divide in two parts. There are ones who are gifted or sometimes really gifted, and there are ones who are not so gifted, but they are gifted to train, work, sacrifice time, energy, everything to achieve something.
Yeah.
And very often those who are really gifted. And if we compare them with those who are gifted to train, after some period, year 2 or 3,
they will take over. Yeah.
Exactly.
It just takes a little
time. It's great if you have both that talent and some abilities and some gift and you say that gift to train, to work, to train every day and not only like one for a month or so, but you need to be ready to train for years every or okay 6 times a week or 5 times a week, but you should do it regularly. That's the thing. Again, like I said, systematic and regularly.
We have Sarah Latona. So at my height, 5'5", 165 centimeters, using a riser is very important. Is it not? I heard yes and no. What's your stance? Jans knows everything about risers. So riser.
Why should I? Why should I?
Riser come down to pretty much one thing: is the technique you're trying to apply. So if you're short and you get on a riser and you try to top roll, so sometimes it's even harder to do it on riser than standing on the ground because your shoulder is way too high, your body's hips are too high, and everything else. For me, if I'm going inside pressing or hooking because I'm shorter, it might help me. Like for hook, it doesn't help me. For press, it helps me. So it all comes down to the technique that you're applying.
So if you're pulling against Ray and you see that he took a riser,
I'm gonna press 110%.
You already know what will happen.
Yeah.
Be ready.
110%. I cannot top roll. I'm 169. At least that's what I said to everyone. I'm 1 meter.
That's what's written in the passport.
That's written in the passport. 169. So that's funny. But
about riser, if you will pull generally inside, or you are trying to get your shoulder behind body, and you're trying to get on a table, and your body behind, you need to stand higher.
Yeah, if you're smaller, shorter.
That's what just necessary to do that move, because you need that height. Yeah. If you're going for top roll and you are pulling back and you're not using so much side pressure, that's still fine for you to pull without riser.
Yeah, and most likely the riser will not help you. You'll feel recommendation is on your style.
Yeah, but if you don't have riser or you are not using that in your practice, in your table time sessions, it's probably risky to
do it in competition.
To start to use it in competition. You should try how you feel in practice first.
Yeah. If I take riser up 100% of the press, nothing else. I cannot do anything else. Pretty much, I just can't do anything else. Even last time we were in Arizona, remember I had first match, I lost that match. I was like, damn it. And they're like, we have a riser, do you need a riser? I'm like, yes. And I won every match afterwards till the final.
Artem is watching
carefully. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna press him, I'm gonna top roll him. Oh,
especially on riser.
Yeah. I feel now my left is better than my right. It's very weird. We'll see.
Artem's nickname is Top Roll King.
Yeah, but and he top rolls sometimes. It's kind of. At some point I was like, why are you hooking, man? You're top rocking. He's like, because it's funny. But now he looks like he gets very good hit. He can pull without the hand and the hand. I like his style.
He can pull without hand.
Yeah, he can pull like this.
When was the last time when someone beat you without a hand?
Good question.
Probably never.
Exactly. Maybe some days. We will see. Mr. Neil Pickup is there. Neil's commenting. Yeah, Neil's on Team Eddie, I guess, but doesn't matter. Artem can look as strong as he wants. Doesn't matter. I think I will go to sleep. I'm tired. Yeah,
that's enough.
Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
We'll do some videos and maybe another live stream. So tomorrow, link is in description. Go there. Buy the pay-per-view, support this event, Engin versus John, Vaios versus Vlad, Frode versus Niyazi, and much more. It's a strong.
And love arm wrestling.
Look at this hand. Look at that baby arm.